Across America, high-tech agriculture is taking root, and it's not any other tractor that is driving the revolution. We're talking robots, AI, and machines that can identify weeds, harvest crops, and even predict the weather. But is this the future of farming, or a sci-fi nightmare come true? In this video, we will see how artificial intelligence is changing the face of agriculture forever. But before we start, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more interesting videos. Today, artificial intelligence isn't just a fancy addition, it's a must-have. AI swoops in and revolutionizes the age-old farming techniques, making them not just smarter but also more efficient. It's giving agriculture a much-needed upgrade to keep up with the growing demands of our planet. With the global population swelling towards the 10 billion mark by 2050, the pressure on agriculture to produce more food is immense. The whole world is turning to farmers, expecting them to work miracles on limited land, with fewer hands, and against the backdrop of climate change and soil degradation. But fear not, because AI offers a lifeline with the power of technology to maximize yields on the land we already have. So, farmers are turning to AI like it's their new best friend. We're talking about fancy stuff like machine learning, satellites peeping down at our fields, and predictions that feel like they're plucked straight out of a crystal ball. Let's talk about some of these AI technologies we have up and running in the agricultural field. First up, we have LaserWeeder, the newest superhero of the farming world, shipping out to farms across the USA. It isn't your average weeding tool, it's a high-tech marvel powered by robotics and lasers, straight out of Seattle, courtesy of Carbon Robotics. The LaserWeeder isn't just pulling weeds, it's sapping them out of existence at lightning speed, over 200,000 weeds per hour. And it's not just efficient, it's cost-effective, too, slashing weed control costs by 80%. So, who's the mastermind behind this game-changing invention? None other than Carbon Robotics CEO and founder Paul Mikesell. With a background in computer science and a knack for AI deep learning, Mikesell saw a gap in the market and decided to fill it. He realized that while AI was making waves in every industry, agriculture was getting left behind. And that's when the idea for the LaserWeeder was born. Now, let's talk tech. This machine beast is 20 feet wide, armed with 3 rows of 10 lasers, and hitched up to a tractor. As it rolls through the fields, those lasers pinpoint weeds with millimeter accuracy, leaving crops unscathed. It's like a precision strike against weeds, courtesy of the LaserWeeder. But it's not just about killing weeds, it's about doing it smarter. The LaserWeeder is trained to recognize different weed species, protect crops, and adapt to weed size and thickness. It's like having a weed-killing genius on your team armed with the power of AI and lasers. And no harmful herbicides are needed. That's right, the LaserWeeder is eco-friendly, keeping your crops healthy and your conscience clear. Plus, it's designed to be used year after year, keeping those pesky weeds at bay without harming the environment. Next up, we have Stout Industrial Technology. They're new, but they're making waves with their smart cultivator. It's hitched to a tractor and uses fancy stuff like computer vision and AI to do its thing. It's a farming wizard on wheels, tilling soil and snuffing out weeds while keeping your crops safe. But here's what sets Stout apart: they're all about flexibility. Instead of one-trick ponies, they're building machines that can adapt and evolve. They are future-proofing your farming gear to stay relevant as technology marches on. Now, according to the guru of field robotics, Dr. George Cantor from Carnegie Mellon University, Stout's onto something here. Sure, it's easy to build a machine for one specific job and then slap some smarts on it. But in the wild world of farming, where every field is different, that just won't fly. Instead, Stout takes a different approach, ensuring their machines can handle whatever the farming world throws. Now, let's talk tractors, those trusty workhorses of the farm. Sure, they've been driving themselves for a while now, thanks to GPS-guided systems like the one John Deere developed in the early 2000s. But there's always been a human behind the wheel, even if they kick back and let the tractor do its thing. According to Dr. Cantor, it's like the tractor's on autopilot, but it's not a full-fledged robot. That's where the new technology comes in, autonomous tractors that can do things without a human in sight. Take the Monarch electric tractor, for example. It is powered by batteries and equipped with 360-degree cameras that beam live feeds to an operator via slick software. So now, driving a tractor isn't just about sitting in the cab, it's about managing whole fleets of these beasts from the comfort of your smartphone. Monarch claims you can monitor not just 1 but 8 tractors simultaneously, all from their Wingspan AI app. Let's talk about weeding and thinning out crops, tasks that agricultural tech companies are starting to understand. According to Duflock, while harvesting might still be a bit of a headache, these simpler tasks will be a piece of cake for new farming tech within the next 10 years. Now, investing in all this fancy gear might mean shelling out some serious cash up front for farmers. But it'll also mean less reliance on temporary workers, especially those from other countries with a slew of extra costs like housing and transportation under government visa schemes, especially in the US. But what if you're a farmer on a tight budget and you don't have a cool million to spend on a laser weeder? Well, here we have the FarmWise Titan FT35 AgTech robot. This hefty-looking robot might not have all the bells and whistles, but it gets the job done when it comes to weeding. It's a self-driving tractor with a weeding attachment, making it a budget-friendly option for farmers looking to tackle those pesky weeds. And it's not just about pulling weeds manually. It can also apply chemicals to zap those suckers dead. Now, lighting levels play a crucial role in sensing weeds. The FT35 comes with a nifty little skirt that can be raised or lowered to control the amount of light getting in. Vineyards are the grape-studded playgrounds of the agricultural world. These places come with their challenges, but fear not, agricultural robots like the Vidibot are here to lend a hand. The Vidibot, an autonomous electric robot, trundles its merry way down each row, tilling the ground easily. But that's not all. Equipped with tools for spraying, weeding, and trimming, ready to tackle whatever the vineyard throws its way. When it comes to harvesting grapes, things get a bit more complicated. You see, grapes come in 2 flavors: wine grapes, destined for crushing, and table grapes, meant for munching. For wine grapes, robotic harvesters are already on the scene. Take French company Pellenc, for example. They've got a nifty little harvester that wine producers swear by. But table grapes are a different story. These need a gentler touch, and that's where human harvesters come in. As Dr. Cantor explains, there's a whole mechanism involved in picking table grapes, cutting, cleaning, shaping, you name it. So that's all for today's video. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting discoveries and hit the like button to show your support.